Hi, welcome back to Examining Life, a life that's worth living. My name is Amanda. Thank you so much for tuning in today. First, I would like to thank my subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and click the red rectangle to subscribe. I would also like to thank my patrons. Thank you very much for your donations. I greatly appreciate your support. And today I am back at the University of Ghana. And today's question is, what are the best methods for countries like Ghana to develop? And I decided to ask this question because when I studied here 5 years ago, I took a philosophy of development class, which talked about different theories about how countries can develop. So I wanted to ask this question to the general public to see their thoughts on what is necessary for development. And if you like this video, please share. And so who am I speaking with today?
My name is Ezekiel.
What are the best methods for countries like Ghana to develop?
We can start off by, in a sense, where each and every Ghanaian tries to do the little they can do to better the country. I think there's kind of a lot of over-dependence on the governments to play their role. You can't really blame the individuals though, because some of them do not have the means to be able to initiate such. But so I also think people who are in authority and people who have the means to do such things can also help.
What actions should they take to help?
The people can keep making their cries known to the government as they normally do. Now, social media helps. Avenues like this also help to conscientize the government about our wants and our desires.
What are some of the wants and desires of society in Ghana that are yearned for development?
What now the youth complains mostly of is, let's say, jobs or unemployment. Yeah. And so maybe creating a workshop or those kind of avenues where one can train themselves, if not alone, if not just with theoretical knowledge alone, but skills they can use to be able to fend for themselves. Yeah, I think if the government does something like that, it may help. Yeah.
So who am I speaking with today?
Yeah, my name is Jesse. I'm Bismarck.
Nice to meet you both. And what are the best methods for countries like Ghana to develop?
Ghana is rich in resources and it has a lot of minerals and a variety of cash crops. So I think industrialization is the best way we can go, because if we can make good use of our resources by turning them into products so that our own country can consume it, that would be the best way for Ghana. And also it's going to bring a lot of employment for our youth who are currently unemployed.
Definitely, very interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ghana as an underdeveloped country, we need to use technology to develop most of our things. Like when we are doing our works, you should apply technology, like the ones the advanced countries use. And also like the way my brother just said, you need to create more jobs. We use the resources we have to create jobs for our youth who are coming up, so they can also have something to do in their life.
And you mentioned technology. Can you give me an example of what technology you think should be used?
Can I answer this question? I think there are more researches that has gone into production of food. So I think with this technology, maybe we can process our food much better and much safer, and maybe it goes into organic, so that we can be able to keep our people safe from various indigenous diseases. Yeah.
Yeah. So today I'm speaking with Divine. And what are the best methods for countries like Ghana to develop?
I think for a country like Ghana to develop, there are many best methods. But I think first I'll pick out dealing with the issue of corruption. You know, corruption has lots of grounds to the development of a country in a whole, and a country that is much corrupted cannot be developed. So, for example, someone is not qualified for a job but is given that job. You know, someone embezzlement of funds and all that. You know, it takes a lot away from the country, which sometimes you can't get it back. So, if the problem of corruption can be fixed, you know, a lot will go on in the country in terms of development.
What is needed to end corruption, or like how can that be overcome?
Right from the lower levels to the upper levels. So I think faithful leaders should be chosen, like people that can be quite trusted to do that. Then I think bribery should be checked, because some people are not qualified, but they go and pay something and they are given the job. So more checks should be placed on bribery, because sometimes they are not even related to the person, but bribe comes in and everything is set, and you will be qualified over there and you don't get things. So bribery should be checked again. It will help.
And why does corruption exist in the first place? Like, what's at the root of it?
Sometimes maybe favoritism, or like you're favoring one party over the other. So like maybe your family member comes and you give him a job, and maybe another more competent person comes and that person doesn't get it. And also sometimes bribery. It's like you don't really know the person, but he gave you something for what you are supposed to give to him. So, and the other person who is competent doesn't have anything to give, so you give it to the person that gave you something. And also, I think agriculture should be taken into consideration by the country. A country with a good agricultural structure does very well. So in a country like Ghana, especially farmers, I'll say the local farmers, some of them go through a lot because they don't get any support from maybe the government or from banks or where they should get their resources to do their business, and it's a lot. Sometimes you are done farming, you go to the farm, and the prices they are quoting, you don't have any choice, so you have to sell it at a cheaper price. Sometimes you make a loss and all that. But so if the agricultural structure of the country can be taken into consideration, it will grow a lot. And also, we have to grow what we eat and eat what we grow. So last time I saw CTFM making a campaign on eating rice from Ghana. I think that's a very good initiative since it will help in the development of the country. Then also, I think the infrastructure of the country. So this one, in terms of the buildings in the country, the toilets, facilities, and all other facilities that will help in the development of the country. Building schools for people. Sometimes you go to places, you see that people are living under trees for schools and all that. So if that can also be taken into consideration to help, and also the healthcare of the countries. Then with the healthcare, resources should be shifted to the healthcare of the countries. A country like Ghana shouldn't be facing problems like maybe polio and all that. Like those menial diseases should be taken care of by now. Maybe if the major diseases, since it's worldwide, they should be receiving some support from other countries and all that. And also, I think too much lawmakers because I would say Ghana has a lot of lawmakers, which shouldn't be. We should, if what's the use of maybe having lots of lawmakers if the laws that we already have are not quite implemented successfully. So the implementation part should be taken care of more than the lawmakers. That's priority should be given to maybe putting the laws in action rather than having more lawmakers, because you can make 1,001 laws and if none of them is being implemented, it's of no use. So I think the lawmakers should be more than the implementers. The law implementers should be more than the makers. So the mindsets of the people, if the mindsets of the people are set on development, I think a lot will go on. I think I'll go with education too as one of the ways that the country can develop, because uneducated people is way easy to lead than maybe less educated people. It's like when the person is educated, is halfway through the implementation of whatever is there, because you know. So if you know and you don't do it, it's quite different from not knowing at all.
And also with education, when more people are educated, they have more skills and then can contribute to society in various ways.
If more people are educated, it helps the country a lot.
Okay, so today I'm speaking with Moses. What are the best methods for countries like Ghana to develop?
I wish that our health centers should get there is a lot of clinics in our micro villages. This is a where place where poor people, a lot of the poor people are living. If you get a lot of clinics, their health centers, their health and system will develop, and more also. By doing that, we need a lot of trained doctors and nurses and physicians to take care of all these things. And I hope that if we get money and a good leaders who are ready to sacrifice, to listen to the people in the ground, could have helped a lot. Into. And also in our education system, the training is about the theory from school, go home, do business, there must be a practical, like practical test from university, from under institutions or college. You can create something for your own. It shouldn't be only book. If it happens that the burden on the government will reduce
Yeah.
because everybody will be entrepreneur and create for something for his own instead of relying on the government. So this thing is a collaboration. It's not one person
Yeah.
who can do this. It's a collective responsibility. And so by doing this, I hope that there will be a lot of development. And we should understand that we said the government is not the president, but individual is the government. If I do my side, my brother do his side, somebody do his side too, then I hope Ghana will develop.
And you mentioned like the healthcare system and the clinics.
Yeah.
If the clinics had more funding, what would they do with the funding and how would that help with development?
Anywhere you see infrastructure like hospital, a market or clinics, you see a lot of developments go there. And those who have completed, who are qualified medical doctors, they are staying home, they don't get job. Meanwhile, people are dying. So we get this infrastructure being developed or being built here. I hope this is to employ a lot of the people. Lot of the people we seem to. They should our road system. Our road system, yes, is very bad. The development should have been only in Accra. It should extend it to our micro villages that I'm saying. If you go to the agriculture. Let me at least in the comment on agriculture. You see, the agriculture has to give us the money. Cocoa, timber, cotton, plantation, sugarcane, a lot. You see, and it's everything is in Accra. They should go to the villages and invest in agriculture. If we invest in agriculture, we should get the logistics, machines that we can refund or generate. It shouldn't be from farming, eating, consuming. No. We should use our own plantain to generate something. It shouldn't be one way to another. We need to have storage logistics. You don't have machines to store it. From farming, they don't have anything to like keep it so that it will reserve for long. It should provide soft loans for our farmers. They should, farmers should be well trained to know how to farming. If you go to our cocoa, they have our what we call it pecs. Our cocoa farmers, and moreover to after. But all these cocoas, we are relying on falling. What are we doing about our cocoa farming? What are we doing our cocoa producers? So that our farmers will enjoy. You see, they must provide this I call it scholarship for our farmers so that they can take care of their children. Others, people in Accra here, in offices, air conditioning, they've not been in farming before. They are rather enjoying. So that the farmers, their children, can go to better school as politicians, their children are getting good job, schooling outside Ghana. They should extend it to the family, what we call it, the agriculture people itself too, so that it will motivate them to work more to help our mother Ghana.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments below how you would answer this question. What are the best methods for countries like Ghana to develop? And I would like to thank everyone who spoke with me today. Thank you very much for participating in my project. Thank you. Happy travels. Bye.